Hello and welcome back. You are gaming with me, Brothgar, and I've been away for 22 hours, basically 23, pretty close to 24 right there. Made 49 $6 Made a lot of money right there. And yeah, this is a back-to-back episode. Did one last night, doing one again tonight. Listen to that money. Alright, so let's go ahead and see if we can get ourselves a mega buck here. What I'm going to be doing, you might notice things are a little bit different tonight. It's going to be a little bit more chill. But I'm going to have the game over here on the left, and then just going to be rolling through some of the questions over here on the right as I'm working through the episode. That seems pretty convenient. Now, look at how many angels we got. Unvigintillion. Nice, nice. Let's go ahead and claim this beast right there. We have now successfully reached a new number, 1 Unvigintillion. Unvigintillion. That's a lot of angels right there. But then again, I've been saying that for just about everything now, haven't I? Alright, so, manages, you know how it works. We're gonna fly through some of this right here. Boom! Alright, click the max down, get this stuff going. There we go. Get it all started up and we'll run on over to our first comet, shall we? Bam. Alright, doing pretty good right there. Alright, so Darasnops, one of the tied winners of the last episode right here, says, "So it is war, Adrian. My guess shall be 6 million angels on Mars." We're gonna see if that's close. We're gonna see how close that is tonight. I await the response. By the way, armored warfare, if you haven't figured it out already, is basically World of Tanks, but with more recent tanks. And yeah, it looks pretty similar. So I'll have to check that out. Ooh yeah, let's buy some upgrades. Here we go. Oh yeah, feel the burn. Alrighty, right there. Let's go and get some upgrades. We're gonna do the quick buy. You know how this goes. Get the angels. Boom! There we are. The TF2 guy live pod question from yesterday, that was, if you're stuck in a live pod floating out in space, what would you do? Would you end it? Would you just keep doing something? I don't know. Live pod, TF2 guy saying, he'd probably play video games. A single player is acceptable. How long does it take you to make a video, edit a video? No, and he's not guessing for today. So the question, single player is acceptable, blah, blah, blah. So, okay, so yesterday's, how long did it take me to make yesterday's episode? I'm gonna show it to you right here. This is yesterday's episode, as, played out. So I got a lot of different episodes and I kind of just keep stacking it onto the same project, and it seems to work out for me. But the reason it all looks quite dark and black is because there are so many different cuts right there. Each one of these, I like to cut out the dead space between the voices, and that adds a lot of time to the editing, although I do it very quickly. But that kind of keeps these longer videos kind of short and truncates it down to something that's actually acceptable. But then again, it's still quite long. You can see that. Look at that, 40-minute episode. Probably the longest episode of Adventure Capitalist right there. The entire thing from starting to record to the output where it's just rendering, not uploaded, not that additional time. That was 2 hours and 40 minutes yesterday. 2 hours and 40 minutes. So you can see where, well, I'm saying like a lot of these comments over here and the fact that there's as many as it is and this, this whole series is getting as involved as it is. That's one of the reasons why I'm having a hard time keeping up with it, because when I first started this series, I could do this entire thing in a half hour and be done with it, right? You come in, you play for 15 minutes, you make a few edits on the outside, boom, and it's pretty good. We move on to the next night, and it was manageable. But, even when that goes up to 45 minutes, still doable, but over 2 hours for an evening like that's why you end up like going a couple weeks before you can, get to the next big payday, if you know what I mean. So, bottom upgrades. Yeah. Go for that world record of the fastest clicking possible things right there. Oh, one more ninja. Thank you. Bam. Right there. So the Earth here is nearing its climax for today. Look at that. Unvigintillion. Angels right there. Triforce Gaming says, you nailed it for the upload. And yes, I did. Actually, believe it or not, I actually uploaded it on a different window of the thing. So what I meant by that, 100 Vigintillion. Yeah, no problem. Times 7? I'll take it. That's totally worth it right there. Most angels I've ever burned up in a night. What I meant though is, I had like 6 episodes legitimately queued up to upload that you guys are going to be watching over the next week. And I had to kind of upload this one separately, so I was uploading 2 videos at the same time. But then it took a long time to actually process, so it's kind of funny because it landed at the exact same time that a Halo episode that landed, and a massive 23 views. So it was like totally got overshadowed by this one. But anyhow, some things happen and sometimes the schedule doesn't always work out. So that's what happened. 2 videos legitimately dropped right about the same time, even though I was trying to get this one in at the morning, so whatever. But there you have it. All right, so bam, get some more of this stuff. I think we're gonna head on over to the moon and see how that place is hanging out. So let's do it. Mission control. Moon time. Made a lot more stuff right there. Angels, investors. We have 270 sextillion angels right there with 1.6 whatever. You get the idea. A lot of angels. No need to go out and explain it when you can just read it off the screen now, huh? Let's get these managers. I'm tired of clicking. I'm lazy. All right, boots, rolling. Come on, get rolling. So last time we were trying to get to 14 something to get that 5555 boost for the oxygen bar. Not sure it's gonna happen, but we'll take a look at it this time just because I'm moving fairly fast. Angel upgrades, let's see what I can get here. Yep. Yeah, no problem. 1 trillion. Ha! Not a problem. All right, I'm not even scratching the angels. There we go. Now we're scratching. All right, get a couple more upgrades right going. Whoops, wrong ones. Cash upgrades. Those are the big ones. Yeah. Woo, look at all these. Elysian stone. While I'm clicking all this stuff. Sorry about that. It's total angels, or is it just gained with restart? You failed to mention. True. I did fail to mention that. I think I've been pretty consistent with saying that it's been gained with restart plus whatever I had. So, anyhow, I'm gonna go for restart. So, well, money. What just happened? How about 5,500,000 angels? Money. Ah, well, there it is. We'll see how close you are. We'll see how close. We got a lot of interesting things coming from that last one. Upgrades anymore? Yeah. All right, I like this. I like this kind of new random sporadicness as far as clicking back and forth between this. You never know what's gonna happen. AVO is saying, that many angels only? Whoa, poor angel friends. Okay, thank you. Bloopers is coming in. You did your math wrong. You're right, I did my math wrong. I'm sorry. But you know what? At least it isn't that far off. Anyhow, before you added math, I know. Anyhow, just get roughly right around 90 million is what you're going to be guessing for Mars, I'm guessing. And then you're like, I'm going to kill you with your common Nazis. And it looks like 9 million, but it's really 900,000. And I did do Minecraft minigames. You know what? Gosh darn, I got to do some editing there. Got some great content to push your way. Not sure when I'm going to land it. Maybe over the weekend. I got a lot of stuff going on. How about that? How about that for once? Rather than like starving, you guys are going to have too much. It's like an all-you-can-eat buffet that's going to be happening this next couple weeks. Anyhow, let's head over to Mars and see what's going on there. Hello, loud music. All right, so there is the number. 11,985,000, and then that's going to be plus the 560,000 right there. So we got 2 big numbers. I'm going to actually go ahead and look at this trick. I think hopefully this doesn't break my editing. Woo! We'll find out. If I just stop hearing all you hear is a voice, that's what's happened. So there we go. Look at that. Look at that smartness I did. Boom! Right there. I'm going to give it a smiley face. Anyhow, claim with angels. Bam, see, you know what? This is new. I couldn't do this before. Anyhow, total angels, 12,547,000. Let's go ahead and get these rocks. Darn it, I didn't do any of the Mecha Bucks things, but you know what? I probably didn't have enough to do that anyhow. I think there's a manager just hanging down there. 1 angel. Why did I never do that one? All right, let's get that dirt going. Yeah! Get the other managers. You know how it goes. Mars, Buggles. There we go. All right, so Robert Nicholas Leonetti is coming in here with 200 million, and right now the number is, 12 million. So not quite, but a good guess. There we go. Anybody close to 12 million? Who's closest? 505,500,000. So 5.5 million. Not quite. So really, Ploopers, I don't really know what you went for here, but you kind of would have been right, but you totally messed with my Nazi side, so, You know what? I don't have a Nazi side. I'm an American, right? Okay, I don't know where I'm going with that one. Let's just forget about it, okay? Sports Stacker's coming in with 1.2 billion angels on Mars. Man, thought I was going to get a ton right there. Thanks for guessing. Upgrades. Boom! 33 of everything. Making that money. Let's go ahead and read another comment, shall we? All right, Porky Games coming in. Gosh, I can't watch this now. No time. Later. ... Well, you're gonna have a real problem because now I got 2. Maybe you're gonna have to go on like a binge one of these nights. Bam, right there. Let's go ahead and get some more ambassadors. We're buying them by the 100 tonight. Robert Nicholas Leonetti coming in here again. No commas. Messing me up. Same guess. Right there. Whoopsie. Dalen Hortman, I have a lot of angels. Congratulations, sir. Yeah, got my ambassadors times 33. Charles Richardson. Sorry, man. Somehow that's a tongue twister. I'd say that you would have 46 million Mars angels in 24 hours. If it leaves Mars untouched for 168 hours, I guess that you'll have 307 million angels. Interesting. Like 168. Wonder how you got that number. You pulling statistics, Charles? You pulling statistics? Well, I'm throwing you off. I just went from being gone for 2 weeks to coming back in less than 24 hours. Boom! I'm gonna buy some brain cans because of it. I don't know. Whatever. PY2 official, trademarked, by the way, trademarked. Broth is the best YouTuber in the world, of the world, not in the world. Sorry about that, I can't read your comments. I might be the best, but I can't read comments. But no one else sees his videos, period. Why? I know, him, man, I've been wondering that for the last couple of years, man. A hard thing to overcome. JMoff26 on Twitch says he just needs one viral video. You know what? That would totally do it for people to find out how good his content is. Thank you so much, JMR. And then he might get about 50,000 subs really fast. True fact, actually, a viral video would do it. It's basically getting yourself out there in front of people, and specifically getting yourself out there in front of people that actually are interested on your content. When it comes to gaming content, the real trick is they have to see some value in it. You know how a good example is this series. I've been doing it for a long time, right? And then I also have like a Halo thing that I've just started up. But nobody's watching Halo because nobody's here to watch Halo. That makes sense, right? So you have to do enough of the content in order to get enough of the people to actually see it. Now the trick is when you get enough people around you, you can actually kind of gain that momentum when you first upload your video, but it takes a fair amount of subscribers in order to get that far in the first place so that you can actually rank far enough to, like, you know, actually get into videos that are referenced to other videos that are getting views. You know what I mean? So, luckily I've been doing Adventure Capitalist long enough to the point where I have several videos that rank high enough to actually get some sort of, you know, people can come and find it. I have discoverability. That's the key number right there. Let's go ahead and buy a life pod. So that's the key. But that is a good question to come in here for Reagan Crisp. He says, I don't feel like guessing today, ... Will you be playing Black Ops 3 at all? And you know what? Even though I personally don't really think Black Ops is the best Call of Duty out there, I might be kind of biased in some ways. I've actually been thinking about doing Black Ops 3 for the sake of actually getting back into a Call of Duty game. I kind of thought about doing these series where you're just following me as through the ranks, and then also I like the idea of how you can customize your build and what you can take into the game. So I feel like that has that same sort of format I might have in the way of Loadout, but doing it in Black Ops 3. So I'm liking that, and it's coming out on Friday. So in the next couple of days, I'm gonna have to make that choice. But I'm thinking that's gonna happen. Like I'm gonna do one of those 30-day challenges where I try to do an episode every day for 30 days to see what happens. You know, because that's the other thing. Like if we go up here, how do you discover? You do something enough times for people to discover you, and then they find you valuable, so they stick around. So the real trick is, do you want to be known for Black Ops 3, right? So that's kind of the thing, huh? Anyhow, so that's the stuff right there. That's a pretty good conversation point. David's Games saying 24.015 million, and I am the winner this time. 24, actually, legitimately. Pretty close, but I don't know. I gotta do the math. 5.5, not quite. I am the winner this time. Last time I went wrong, something I don't know what. Like maybe me being gone for 2 weeks. Anyhow, question, do you ask us from the end of the video 24 hours or what? I don't understand your question. Hang on. Do you ask us from the end of the video 24 hours or what? Yeah, okay, so I get you what you're saying right now. Do you ask from that exact moment to the next moment? The reality is it's never gonna be exactly 24 hours because when I log in to play the game at 11 o'clock, I'm not done recording till let's say 11:30, and by then I'm off by a half hour, which means I'd have to come back at 11:30, right? So no, not exactly 24 hours. You can only be so close, and I'm only so consistent. As you've seen, I'm not terribly consistent to begin with. Look at all that dirt. Anyhow, boom right there. Max is coming in with the second comment right there. Let's go ahead and go back to Earth and see what's been hanging out there. Get away from that loud music for a little bit. Don't get me wrong, I like it. A quick buy some more upgrades. There's really not a lot to do here on Earth. Just buy a lot more stuff. Not a lot has happened. What are my angel investors up to? Wow, look at that. Look at that, numbers flying by. Whoa! Unvigintillion. Bam. Dude, that's clicking by real quick right there. I like that. All right, so Jacob is coming. I'm not gonna be playing this time, but I will say Brain Catten. The dash Catten as in Vacatten. I'll take your word for it. Jake Gregg, 22 mil. This guy doesn't put too much effort into it. He's rolling cool. Thanks for guessing right there. Kalen Koning is saying the first comment 10 hours ago. How about that? See, look at this 10-hour turnaround time. Oh, darn it, I clicked on it again. Beastie Boy 152. Brothgar, oh, love this series. It is my favorite of all things ever. How about that right there? Thank you so much. And it looks like you are playing, oh, what is that game? You know what? Now that I'm trying to think of the name, I can't remember it. But I know what game you're playing. It's a little mobile game, but I guess you can play it on the PC too. Is that true? Is that true? I don't know. You'll have to let me know. Let's go ahead and move on over here to the moon. Hello, moon. I want to see if I can get that big upgrade. Can I get that big upgrade? Can I do that? Whoa, look at the... Whoa! 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 Look at the moon shoe! Look at the moon shoe! Can I do it? Are you kidding me? 5,120? No, I can't do it. That's not gonna happen. But I can do 1440, like 1440p, super high def right there. That makes your oxygen bar go crazy. Speaking of which, they're actually like voting today in Ohio. That's where I live today. They're voting on the idea of making marijuana, either for medical marijuana being legalized or the idea of recreational marijuana legalized. Personally, not in favor of it, but hey, you know what? We'll find out. That'll be interesting. Anyhow, you are a sick YouTuber. You deserve more subs. Thank you so much, Dennis. Look at all them likes right there. People supporting you. Robert Nicholas Leonetti, you are the only person that can pronounce my name correctly. What are the chances of that? Anybody who's been watching this series for a while knows that I am a name murderer. But I guess I have... Gosh darn, why'd I spend my money there? No! I'm kind of disappointed in the fact that I just did that. No! Alright, viewer reply. But hey, you know what? That's cool though. At least we got this. Robert Nicholas Leonetti. It's a fun name to say. I'm just gonna say that. You know somebody with that same last name? Bam. It is like, you know what? And that's because it says lion. I was thinking why I thought it kind of reminded me of one of those. The cat. What is it? Adventure Cats? No. Thundercats. There it is. Reminded me of Thundercat for some odd reason. Anyhow. Artifice. Cool. I was first. Lol. XD. So it's getting like a face with the eyes crossed. Cool numbers. Bam, right there. Look at that. Dude's made of magic. Well, it seems like I screwed up. Gosh darn it. Not gonna be happening today, but at least I got another one of those upgrades for the oxygen bar. Oh well. Well, there you have it, guys. Let's head on over to Mars and see what we're gonna have for the restart right here. I'll make it nice and clear for everybody. It is going to be the total angel plus what is gained with restart in 24 hours. And you know what? If I'm being real consistent, it means I might even be back to record another episode tomorrow night. That would be like a world record, doing 2 in a row. At least for my channel. I suppose everything could be a world record on my channel because I'm the only one doing it. And anyhow, though, have yourselves a wonderful night and a wonderful day, depending on whenever you're watching this. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Peace. Brothgar out. Oh man, look at this. I even forgot to pronounce. I forgot the winner right here. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I almost messed this one up. My guess shall be 6 million angels on Mars. Whoa. Hang on. Dara snaps. I'm sorry, this whole episode you thought I was gonna forget you. Oh man, look at that. How can you win twice in a row right there? What a super pro. What a super pro right there. I don't think there's anybody else. 5.5. That was really close right there, Eli Stone. Nope, that's it right there. Congratulations, Dara Snaps. You, sir, you are the winner. Look at all those exclamation marks. You can't even see it right there. How about that? Congratulations, Dara Snaps. You not only have won yesterday, but you won today. That's pretty pro right there. Be proud of yourself. What is the spam? Make a funny cat video. Read more. Cats equal profit. Oh, I can approve that. See you later, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful night. What is going on? What? Come on. Oh, yeah. How you like that, son? Bringing it down from the heavens. Gonna blow up your face. Come on, buddy. Come on. Let's go golfing. Oh, no. He sees me. Oh, no, he don't. No. Ah. Yeah. Oh. Oh, everybody, hold on to your butt. Here we go.